math, lesson 15.5, multiply decimals by two-digit whole numbers. I can use an area model and place value patterns to multiply a decimal by a two-digit whole number. When Sierra gets home from school each day, she drinks a 4,700-liter container of water. Find the amount of water Sierra drinks in 26 days. So, here's our numbers. Then they want to know the amount that she drinks in those 26 days. So to solve, find 26 times 4,700. Write each factor in expanded form. So 26 would be what? So equals 20 plus 6, right? Okay. And then 4,700 equals what? 4/10 plus 700, right? Okay, so now we're going to break those apart into what we just used. Okay, so we had the 20 and we had the 6, right? Then the other one we have 4/10 and we have 700. Okay, so once again, we use our fingers and we bring the things together, right? So that first box, we're going to bring 20 and 4/10 together. So what is 20 times 4? 80. And how many decimal places do we have? 1. We look at both factors to figure out how many we have, right? In the next box, we bring the 20 and the 700 together. So 20 times 7 is what? Is 140. And how many decimal places do I have? 2, because of the 700s, right? Okay. Next box, we're going to bring the 6 and the 4/10 together. What is 6 times 4? 24. And how many decimal places do I have? 1 from the 4/10, right? Next box is we're going to bring together is the 6 and the 700. What is 6 times 7? 42. And how many decimal places do I have? 2 from the 700. Okay. So then this is the area model. This is using partial products. Okay. So basically they took the 20 times the 4/10 and got what? 8.0, which is 8, right? Okay. They took the 20 times the 700, which is 1 and 4/10, because we can drop some of those zeros, right, guys? Okay. Then they took the 6 times the 4/10 and got what? 2 and 4/10. And then they did the the 6 times the 4,200. Now, technically, we need to keep all of this in line, right? So I need to line this stuff up better, right? So my 8 would kind of technically go clear over here. You guys might be able to write smaller, but I'm having trouble. And here would be my decimal, right? And then 2, oh, whoops, sorry. 1.4. And then here would be the 2.4. Okay, and then add it up. So these should all have zeros back here to hold a spot, right, guys? So 2, 12, carry the 1. What is 1 plus 8 plus 1 plus 2? 12, right? Okay, so how much water does Sierra drink in 26 days? 12 and 2,200 liters. Stepping out, number 2. Kenneth rides his bike 3 and 2,500 miles each day to get to school and from school for the first 34 days of school. How many miles does he ride in those 34 days? So here, and or what we need to find, right? To solve, find 34 times 3 and 2,500. Use place value patterns to find the product using whole numbers. The factor 34 is a whole number. Multiply 3 and 2,500 by 100 to make it a whole number. What is the whole number? What would the whole number be for that? 325. Okay, so basically what we do is when we set those up, you want to put the number that has the most digits in it on top. Because when we go to multiply, doesn't matter about the decimals right off the bat. No, you are going to worry about the decimals later. So you want the number that has the digits, or the most digits on top. So 325 times 34. Okay, 4 times 5 is 0, carry the 2. 4 times 2 is, plus 2 is, carry the 1. 4 times 3 is, plus 1 is, mark off my regrouping, mark off my ones place and put a 0 to move to the 10 spot, right? 3 times 5 is, put a 5, carry the 1. 3 times 2 is, plus 1 is, 3 times 3 is, and then I'm going to add 0, 5, 10, carry the 1, 11. So now my product of those is 11,050. How do you use this product to find the actual product? Now we need to go back in and add how many decimal places. Okay, we need to add okay, so the actual answer, if we go back in and add 2 decimal places, so I'm going to come down here and loop 1, 2 times. So then if I loop it over 2 times, then I'm going to have what? 110 and 5 50 hundredths, but can I also just drop the 0? Yeah. And then put 5 tenths. So how many miles does Kinnard ride? Is our answer reasonable? Is what is, so if you went down a little bit, so if you went to 30 days and then you went down a little bit on both, what is 30 times 3? 90, okay, and is that close to the 110 and 5 tenths? Yeah, so basically if we estimated, we'd estimate 3 and 25 hundredths to 3, right? And then we'd estimate 34 to 30, and then that would be close. Okay, check understanding. The distance around a field is 28 hundredths miles. If Ayana runs around the field 12 times, how many miles does she run? Draw an area model to find the answer. So we have our 28 hundredths of a mile, 12 times, and then how many miles does she run? So I can just go ahead and write decimal 28, right? Times 12. Does the decimal matter right now? No, it does not. So 8 times 2 is, carry the 1, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is, mark off my regrouping, mark off my 1 spot, and put a 0 so I can move to the 10 spot. 1 times 8 is, 1 times 2 is 2, and then I add, so 6, 13, carry the 1 and 3. How many total decimal places do I have? How many do I have in the first number? 2. Do I have any in the second number? No. So we just have 2. I'm going to take and loop over 2 places. And my answer is what? Miles, right? Okay, on your own, number 2. Every minute, 6 and 8 gallons of water flow from a garden hose into a pool. Find the amount of water in the pool after 32 minutes. They want us to draw an area model. So we have this is our numbers we're using, and then this is what they're looking to find. Okay, so yesterday we only drew 2 boxes, right? Since we're doing double digits, we have to draw 4, right? Okay, Now, usually you want on the left side to do your whole number. So what's our whole number? 32. So we're going to break that into 30 and 2. Remember, you guys can't just put 3 because is 3 the same thing as 30? No, and the 3 is there, but it's in that tens place, right? Okay, now 6 and 8 tenths, I'm going to break it into what? 6 and then the 8 tenths, right? Okay, so we're going to bring our boxes together. So 6 times 30 is what? 180. I'm going to bring my 30 and my 8 tenths together. And what is 8 times 30? 240. And how many decimal places do I have? 1. I'm going to bring my 2 and my 6 together. What is 2 times 6? 12. Do I have any decimal places? No. I'm going to bring my 2 and my 8 tenths together. What is 2 times 8? 16. Do I have any decimal places?
Yes.
Yep. How many? 1. So I'm going to come over 1 spot. Okay. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to add all of my things together. So I'm going to add 180 plus 24, and I'm going to use a decimal here to keep my stuff in line, right, guys? Plus 12 plus 1.6. So I need to add a 0 to all of these to keep everything in line, right? What do I do first now? Bring down the decimal. So 6, 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. Carry, oh, no, I don't need to carry 1. 8 plus 2 plus 1 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 217 and 6/10 gallons. Is your answer reasonable? So we're going to put a line here. And we're going to say because what would we estimate 6 and 8 tenths to? What whole number?
7.
Okay, so 7 times, what would we estimate 32 to? 30. 7 times 30 equals 210, which is it close or not? Okay, which is close to 217.6. So what are we going to put on that line? Yes or no? Okay. All right. Now on 3 through 5, it does not ask you to show the picture, so I will let you choose. You can either do the picture form, to find your answer, or you can just work it straight out. Okay. Now if it does ask you for a picture, I would like you to show the area model. Okay. So you guys want to do picture or just regular? All right. So do we act like there's a decimal yet? No, we don't. It's not there, right? Okay. 4 times 3 is 12. Put a 2. Carry the 1. 4 times 2 is plus 1 is. Mark off our regrouping. Mark off our 1 spot. Put a 0 to move to the 10th spot. 1 times 3 is 1 times 2 is, and then add. So 2, 12, carry the 1, 3. How many decimal places do we have on top? 1. How many do we have on the bottom number? None. So we just move it over 1 spot, and our answer is 32 and 2/10. Okay, next one. Regular or picture? Regular, okay. 3 times 8 is? Put the 4, carry the 2. 3 times 5 is? Plus 2 is? 17. Put a 7, carry the 1. 3 times 0 is? 0 plus 1 is? 1. Mark off our regrouping. Mark off our 1 spot and put a 0 so we can move to the 10th spot. 2 times 8 is? 16. Carry the 1. 2 times 5 is? Plus 1 is? Carry the 1. 2 times 0 is? Plus 1 is? And then add. 4. 7 plus 6 is? Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is? Bring down the 1. How many decimal places do I have?